What's happening, guys? So in this video we're going to be talking about Ramsdale. Now, I've been meaning to do a video about this whole Ramsdale David Raya situation, and with the English media talking shit about the situation. I've been meaning to do a video, never got around to doing it, but this has prompted me to want to do the video even more, right? So we're going to be talking about what Aaron Ramsdale said on, I think it was like a podcast that he was on. I think it was some sort of podcast that he did or something like that. And we're going to talk about the media, how they keep talking about how they suddenly give a shit about Ramsdale and everything like that. You know what I mean? So we're going to talk about it. I'm sick of them sweatsuits and them cornet hats. Let's talk about it. So Aaron Ramsdale said on whatever interview, podcast, whatever it was that he was on, right, which in my opinion is the nail in the coffin as to why he's second choice goalkeeper. He said, if you ask me to concentrate on a game of football for 90 minutes, I'm finished. I can't do it.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn!
Right? I want you guys to pay attention. He is as a goalkeeper has said, I can't concentrate for 90 minutes of football.
Damn!
Right? Understand? You need constant concentration throughout the duration of every game as a goalkeeper, especially, right?
Yep.
And then when you look at the goals we've been conceding, it makes sense. So, in quotes, so that's why I get involved with the fans. I'll sing along with the songs. Someone is giving me abuse, I'll turn around and give him a bit back. I've had my 2 or 3 minutes of madness in my head and then straight back to football. I've got 10 to 15 minutes of pure concentration again. So Sport Bible put this section up and saying, got to praise the England goalkeeper for his honesty. But why is Mikel Arteta? But is that why Mikel Arteta's shown a preference for David Raya this season? Well, the biggest thing is the fact that he said he can't concentrate on his job for no more than 15-20 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes of pure concentration again after getting involved with the fans and everything like that. He can't concentrate for 90 minutes. No wonder you're seeing a bench. Okay, those of you who still think that, it's not that bad, turn around to your boss at work and tell them you can't concentrate on your actual job for no more than 10 to 15 minutes of your entirety of your shift. Tell them that. See how far you get. You go tell your manager you can't concentrate for the whole duration of your work, right? See if he won't replace your ass. 10 to 15 minutes of pure concentration again after 2 to 3 minutes of madness in his head.
Stop it!
And then he's straight back to football. He can't concentrate.
Stop it. Get some help.
You know what I mean? And in all fairness, when I see him in games, right, and he holds on to the ball for too long, he does look bored. He does look like he wants to get involved a little bit more. Maybe being a goalkeeper isn't for him if he can't concentrate. Because the thing is, Ramsdale's a good goalkeeper, but the goofiness cost us last season that he took part in. And then he's seen this, and it makes sense when you look at some of the goals we've been conceding.
Yep.
It makes sense now. He is essentially suicided part of his career just with that line alone, by admitting you can't concentrate on a game of football for 9 minutes. You know what I mean? One of the worst things you could admit.
Stop it. Get some help.
You know what I mean? Who at a top level would take a keeper seriously that says this? Do you think Real Madrid, Bayern and all them would sign a goalkeeper that said this? So now can you see why Arteta may think, well, I'm getting somebody else in?
Yep.
Because we knew Turner wasn't it.
Nope.
We knew he weren't it.
Oh, hell no.
Arteta at least knew. No. Unbelievable. Now, let's talk about the media and how they suddenly give a shit about Ramsdale since he's become number 2 at Arsenal, right? Let's go back to December 2022, right? Or November 2022, really. We'll go back as far as that. The World Cup was on, right? Who was the goalkeeper for England that played throughout the tournament? Yeah, a goalkeeper that was fighting relegation that season. Pickford. Ramsdale didn't see a game in the World Cup. All he saw was a bench. He practically just had a holiday out in Qatar. I didn't hear none of these man, none of the English media, I didn't hear none of these man have any words about this situation.
Nope.
Oh, why is Pickford getting picked, mate? I mean, Ramsdale's top at table at Arsenal, mate. He's doing well. Whereas Pickford's conceding goals left, right and centre, mate. And Everton are barely winning games, kid. Didn't hear none of that. None of that. These man didn't give a shit about Ramsdale when he was sat on the bench throughout the World Cup. He wasn't the number 1 keeper and they didn't care.
Nope.
They didn't give a shit.
Oh, hell no.
Fast forward after the World Cup, when it came to international break, Pickford was still getting games.
Yep.
And he was still fighting relegation. Albeit, he's part of the reason Everton are not down now. But Ramsdale almost won the league title with Arsenal. Right? Before May kicked in, we didn't know if it was Arsenal or Man City that were going to win the league, but we knew it was going to be one of them two. Right? And Ramsdale was top of the league. And that weren't enough to get him into the England squad and be number 1. Nope. And the media didn't say nothing. But now, your Spanish goalkeeper, let's call a spade, a Spanish goalkeeper replaces Ramsdale now, an English goalkeeper. Now it's arms house. Now it's arms house. If David Raya was an English goalkeeper, right, they won't be milking it as much as what they are now.
Nope.
They're only doing this because a foreigner has replaced an English goalkeeper. Now they give a shit about Ramsdale.
Stop the cap.
These man are virtual signalling clowns. They don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Because you would have given a shit to the degree of he should start World Cup games. He should start at international level. You start your best goalkeepers and Ramsdale's been better than Pickford. Nope, didn't hear none of that.
Nope.
I didn't hear none of it. But I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe the English media, commentators and everyone, maybe they did say, "Oh, why Ramsdale getting games?" Maybe they did. I didn't hear nothing. Not a peep from these men talking about, you know, Pickford or Ramsdale and Ramsdale should be England's number 1, especially what he did for Arsenal last season. Nope. Ramsdale was top of the league. Ramsdale nearly won the league. None of that. But oh no, a Spanish goalkeeper comes in on loan from Brentford, and Arteta prefers him. Arteta, being Spanish himself, he prefers David Raya now, and now they give a shit. Oh, can't Ramsdale get back into the team? I think it's tight. I think Ramsdale should hang in there. Pretending you give a shit. You know what I mean? Pretending you give a shit. Yeah, none of you man was saying anything when it came to the World Cup. You know what I mean? And Pickford hasn't even finished in the top half of the Premier League table. You know what I mean? But you man get 2 bit of giddiness because he makes 2 bit of save. You know what I mean? Yet Ramsdale had the season of his life, technically, last season. right? And during the first quarter of that season, he couldn't see a World Cup game. When it came to internationals, he weren't seeing an international until I think later on down 2023, and then he finally, I think it was against Scotland, he played. You know what I mean? But if England really needs something, their best 11 has Pickford as a goalkeeper, and none of these men said anything. None of these men were crying.
No.
None of that. But a Spanish goalkeeper comes in now. It's Arms House. I mean, Arms House. That's all it is. Raya, Spanish. Arteta, Spanish. Right? The media upset because an English goalkeeper that was number 1 at the club has now been replaced by a foreign goalkeeper. That's all it is. And now these men will start giving a shit. You know what I mean? Now these men will give a shit. They didn't give a shit before. Honestly. But anyways, I'm gonna close out with this. Ramsdale, he's not getting back into the Arsenal team as number 1 now. Even if we don't sign Raya on a permanent, Ramsdale's not gonna be number 1 now. That's it now. And hearing that quote, seeing that he actually said that, nah, no chance. You just said I can't do my job properly, basically. You know what I mean? You've basically just turned around and said I can't concentrate on my job. You know what I mean? I can't do it for the whole duration. And y'all talk about 10 to 15 minutes. Not I'll lose concentration for 5 minutes, even though 5 minutes is still too long. Fam, it's finito now.
Yep.
The only way you're getting games now is FA Cup, and should Raya pick up an injury. It's the only way you're getting games now. So, or you leave in January. We're out the League Cup now, so it's not like you would have got a game soon. And then you turn around, the quotes come out that you've said that, and then you look back to the goals we conceded. Some of the goals you think to yourself, Ramsdale should have done better. Now we're looking at them thinking, well, how much were you concentrating then? When did you come round again? Don't get me wrong, Ramsdale's made some brilliant saves for us, but you turning around saying that you can't concentrate for a whole 90 minutes of football, and then you're saying that, you know, you 10 to 15 minutes you do of concentration again. Nah, you suicided your Arsenal career there. You suicided your Arsenal career. And as for the English media, just a load of virtual signalling clowns pretending to give a shit about Ramsdale only because a foreigner has replaced him. That's all it is. Anyways, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, guys. Follow all the socials, links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.